Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa, herzlich willkommen. Yeah guys, update on Faraday Future. We passed here the price level which I said is usually here the bullish support. Of course the bearish market makers try to break the squeeze momentum here for FFIE. So I want to give you here a chart analysis and update based on the actual squeeze which we had here in about 347%. Everything what I say here is, as you know, not financial advice. Yo guys, before we start with the drawings, we had here a liquidity zone or support zone for Faraday Future, and we know that we have here one open gap in the daily chart waiting here at $1.77. I hate gap ups, guys. I don't know why a lot of people out there are so bullish when a stock is gapping up, because when we have these kind of gap ups, that means that we have to come down sooner or later. We had the same constellation here in May 2024 when Faraday Future had this incredible 10,000% squeeze. I also said that here the squeeze was over. I already mentioned that here when Faraday Future was trading here split adjusted in the $60 range. I said the squeeze is over. I got so many dislikes for my video, but you can see what happened, guys. We closed all the open gaps to the downside. This is not, you know, to create panic or to make you angry. This is just what the chart is telling us. And when we have these kind of gaps here, the chart will sooner or later fill those gaps, guys. But that also brings us opportunities. So based on the actual squeeze which we still have an active squeeze pattern, and we have to check now what does that mean and where are the price levels. So let's enable the drawings. Nothing changed if you already have seen my previous videos, but I added this yellow box here, guys, and I will explain you in a minute what does that mean. Yeah, as you know, the support price level or the make it or break it price level, which force or cause an algo squeeze here for FFIE, is $2.15. The market makers are very aware of that, and of course they will try to keep the price below $2.15. And the box or the squeeze trigger box, which I see here in my opinion, is between $2.15 and $1.97 here. This green box, guys, is in favor for a squeeze or not. So that means when Faraday Future is trading above $2.15, we have a very high squeeze potential. If we're trading below that, here is still some support until $1.97. And while I'm recording this video, you can see that the market makers exactly are fighting now at this price range. They already tried to bring the price below, but we had here buyback of this dip. I think that was a recover process of about 10% here. Let's measure that quick together. Zack, zack, zack. Yeah, 12%. But you can see the market maker stepping in again and try to bring the price below this white support level. To be honest, guys, it would not bad if this happens, because the perfect dip, in my opinion, for Faraday Future is somewhere here between $1.83 and I think latest here at $1.55. I think here is the temporary dip range. I will draw here a box for you guys that you can see that. Because what in a perfect trading world here, when we have these kind of squeezes or short squeeze attempts, then we want to see a strong pullback here before we could even see a higher squeeze. I call them the post squeezes here. So for FFIE, that means that I want to see that we close this gap here. At least I want to see a price until $1.83. That would be a picture perfect Fibonacci retracement. But in best case, we come down here in this zone between $1.83 and $1.55 before we start to close the golden pocket. And that means when we close the golden pocket, which is waiting here at $2.39, that could mean that if the momentum is on the side of the bulls, that we can see here a continuation of a short squeeze and finally break here $5.23, which is the next price goal here for FFIE. When we switch to the 4 hours chart, we know that we almost hit this price level here. Not yet, but the attempt was already there to go back to $5.23. That's why the total squeeze here was a little bit higher than in the daily chart. The pre and aftermarket shows here the price action, guys. And you can see as soon as we came back here, once we had the sell-off reaction here, the same here, guys, $2.15. The green line here, was in favor here for the bulls. We immediately had a post-squeeze reaction, of course, here in the pre and aftermarket. You can see that here again, 83% as soon as we touch $2.15. That's why the bearish market makers will do everything, guys. They will do everything to keep the price below $2.15. So when Faraday Future can squeeze over $2.15 again, we have here a very, very good chance to see a much bigger squeeze happens. And as I said, as soon as we break $5.23, then we could see here a much higher short squeeze, guys. So we have this yellow box in the chart, and you can see that we still have here some days left. I will explain that in a second. I will of course upload here, guys, this Sunday as usual my so-called hot stocks. Yeah, so if you are interested in trading short squeeze stocks, and if you like to trade high volatile stocks, guys, then here is my finest selection of short squeeze stocks, my personal selection. Also, of course, I trade those stocks by myself, and you can see that a lot of members here made profits more than 300% with a single trade. As I said, of course, there is no guarantee, but I give my best to predict short squeezes. This week we had a 159% squeeze, and also, guys, yeah, it's not to create FOMO now, but I really try to calculate squeeze date ranges, and you can see that also this stock, the first day when we entered this yellow box, this ticker here had its peak, and we had a squeeze in total of 159%. Also here my price level got triggered perfectly before we had the squeeze, guys, and this is what I also want to see for FFIE. But if you want to see here my secret short squeeze stocks, guys, you can of course join in here our trading community. The most popular membership which I have is the full package membership on Patreon. You get all the member benefits here when you join in, and the info icon here in the corner gives you access to the Patreon member link. We're growing every day, guys, every day new people joining in, so take your chance right now if you want to become a part of this community. So guys, the yellow box for FFIE, yeah, so this is my calculated squeeze date range. It can happen earlier. It depends what the stock is doing. What I honestly want to see in a perfect trading world, that Faraday Future comes down, you know, that we get rejected today or in the next trading days at $2.15, come back down, and as I said, come here in this green box, and then as soon as we enter the date range here, 17th of January until the 4th of February, guys, this date range here is where I personally expect a squeeze for FFIE, or at least the post squeeze. So what's the chances right now? What's the scenario right now? So first of all, technically we have to come back to $2.39. So in worst case, we close the gap or even just retest $1.83, come back to the golden pocket and have a 30% post squeeze, and that's it, guys. Yeah, we have to be realistic. As soon as this golden pocket gets filled, that can also happen of course today, as soon as this golden pocket gets filled, guys, this squeeze is technically over. However, based on the volume which we had here very high volume in the chart, and that means there are a lot of fail to delivers. Even we have this red volume candle as well, but I think that is not a usual price action here or in natural price action. The volume is also not natural here. In 2 days we had here more than 300 million volume, guys, and this are failed to delivers and synthetic shares which the market makers have to cover sooner or later, and that can bring us here a pump for FFIE. That's why I say the lower the price goes, yeah, the more far the price goes below $2.39, the more happy I am. Even if we come down here at $1.20, I don't care, as soon as we enter here this yellow time box and do not retest the golden pocket before. This is where I will load up my shares and make the next swing trade here for FFIE. This is of course not financial advice. Make your own due diligence. They released a brand new SEC filing today, announced something with their supercar, but I think that has no impact on the price. This is already everything decided by the algos, what will happen next. And you can see as I'm making this video here in the pre-market, the market makers try everything to keep the price below this green liquidity zone. This green liquidity zone, guys, acts like a squeeze trigger. If you didn't see my previous videos, Faraday Future has massive squeeze reactions as soon as we leave $2.15. The market makers know that. The algos are waiting here. As soon as the volume is snapping in and we break $2.15, we have here a very high squeeze potential. And of course, based on the volume which we had in the past days and weeks for FFIE, we have here of course a high squeeze potential, and also much higher price levels than $5.23 are possible here for this ticker. Yeah, my friends, that was the quick and dirty update. If you want to copy here my chart drawings or the price levels, this is everything based on TradingView, what I use here for my videos and my trades. And if you want to learn trading, if you want to understand where the algos are waiting, as so many things are predictable here. I also said that I expect the squeeze to happen here by the 1 day before Christmas, and we had this more than 300% squeeze. So it's just everything based on the chart, in my opinion. And if you want to learn and understand that, then I can recommend you this program here, which is called TradingView, and I have a discount link for you. If you want to get TradingView, guys, you can save $15 by using my discount link. When you click here on the info icon, you get access, and I recommend the premium tier. This is good for beginners and advanced traders. So my friends, that was the update on FFIE. I hope that was helpful for you. I wish you great success with the stock and all the other trades, guys. If you don't want to miss any updates, then please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you for your time and see you in the next video. Arigato gozaimasu. Vielen Dank, alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.